Hello, everyone. Heather Holmes here with KTV Fox 2 News in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I am joined this afternoon by Lauren Herpick. As we all know, a lot of businesses have had to pivot because of the pandemic, and Lauren is a local business owner here in the Bay Area, and she's going to be talking with us about what she's doing now to kind of keep the business going amidst the outbreak. Lauren, so great to have you here.
Thanks for having me, Heather.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about what your business is and what it was doing pre-coronavirus.
Yeah. So I've been giving walking food tours in Oakland and the East Bay for the last 5 years. It's a fantastic way of showing people, not only visitors to the Bay Area, but also just locals, different neighborhoods around the East Bay, Jack London Square, Rockridge in Oakland, Grand Lake, and then we do a tour in Lafayette as well. Just little neighborhoods, and then the fun little restaurants and shops that we all go to every day, but also tell really great stories.
Obviously you had to shift whenever the coronavirus first hit. Talk to me about first kind of what was going through your mind when you knew, okay, we are going to have to adjust here.
Yeah, well, I will say it was a big bummer because last year was probably my best year ever, and we were just really planning on that trajectory. I lost a lot of business, especially because the springtime is one of my peak times of the year. So a lot of people want to get together, go out, enjoy the weather is really nice. The rain is finally behind you. And I had a lot of private group tours and regular weekend tours scheduled. And we really got hit as soon as the news was happening that the Crown Princess cruise line was coming to Oakland. I think that really was the first spark of concern. And so people started calling saying, what do you think? Are we still going to have a tour? And, we just decided because of people's concerns and then also because of my own health and then the health of my tour guides, that we were going to take a break, and then following all of the local regulations shelter in place, that we were going to give tours. And so it was very impactful because pretty much my business just shut down. There's nothing that you can't give a tour if you can't go out and be with people. So yeah.
How do you sort of come to terms with that? Like you said, things were looking so good. You had all of these things booked and then just boom, it comes to a sudden stop.
Yeah, well, fortunately, there's two things. One, I have an extensive background in corporate America. I did marketing communications. I have a master's from Northwestern in marketing. And so I was able to, I've always been able to use my previous experience and my education with my business, but really having that sort of, knowledge and background behind me really helped. But then also I am so fortunate to be part of a global food tour community. And so we immediately started getting together on webinars and Zoom calls and sharing thoughts and ideas. And, there are some great food tour companies out there that started pivoting right away. They were offering meal delivery services, working with their restaurants. Now, I'm the mother of a 4-year-old, and I don't really quite have the bandwidth to be kind of becoming the Instacart of restaurants. So I knew that wasn't something that I can do, but I think it was just a stroke of luck. I was watching TV one night and there was a commercial and they said, order now for Mother's Day. And I said, what about a gift box? And so it was an idea that I had had for years. I wanted to kind of add sort of a gift box element. So when people came on my tour, maybe it's something that they can give during the holidays, but this seemed like the perfect time to launch it.
Okay, so you launched this box, and I actually have one.
Yeah.
I think it's great. So it basically includes some of the things. Here's an Everett and Jones sauce. People who are familiar with Oakland know of Everett and Jones. So really, it is sort of like the best of the best from your tour in a box.
Yep. So it's pretty much a food tour in a box. And so we started off our inaugural shipment, and it's still available on the website. It's called our Food Tour Highlights Box, and it gives some of our best things. So the barbecue sauce from Everett and Jones. We have pasta from Market Hall Foods, tea from Papillon Coffee, and chocolate from Diablo Foods and Barlavento, as well as some Oaktown Spice Shop. There's a lot of stuff in the box.
There's a lot.
Yeah. And then, so that was a great seller for Mother's Day, and it's still still available, but then, moms got taken care of. So we're going to do a Father's Day theme. And so this next one has, again, the barbecue sauce, but we also added some spice rub from Oaktown Spice Shop. And then what's special too is we're adding a little beer element too. So while you're not going to find an actual can of beer in your box, you will have, in addition to the glass stein that you receive from Original Pattern Brewing Company, you do get a voucher to go visit them once we're all more comfortable to do so. And then all the boxes, come with gift certificates so people can come back on our tours when, we're all feeling more comfortable and we're ready to come together again, because when everyone else is ready, we're going to be ready for them too.
And I have here one of them up in the gift certificate. And that's what I love, Lauren, is that not only is it something that everyone can enjoy now, but it's also looking ahead, that when we kind of get out of this and giving people hope that we're going to get through this together. And when we do, it's going to be great.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's the thing too, is so part of the boxes that, I'd like to thank my third grade teacher for my handwriting skills, but I do want to personalize it. And so I allow people to send a message and I'll write it out for them. But it's been so uplifting to see messages of like, I want to send you something now and I can't wait for us to do the tour later. And so that hearing those words from other people just really gives me, and then also my tour stops, hope that we're going to get through this. We're all working together, and this is just temporary. So let's just all hang in there.
Yeah, and this is one of the personalized note cards, which I do like, Lauren, because it is so personal. And right now I feel like people really need to hear from their friends and their family.
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, we're really, people are far away from each other and they've been missing, in-person birthdays and special occasions and milestones, and they have to do it remotely or at a social distance. So I'm hoping that, as people come together, then they want to celebrate a birthday celebration or an anniversary, and come on our tours and have a really great fun time together. Because that's honestly, I have never met anybody on my tour that has never had a good time. And that's why I love doing what I do, because everyone is there to have fun and enjoy and eat really good food and explore parts of their area that they may not have seen before. I think one of the best things I always hear from people who have been either Bay Area natives or have lived in Oakland their whole life is when they say, wow, Lauren, you taught me something I never knew before. And so that is just icing on the cake for me.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about price point. The box that you mentioned, the larger box, for people who might be interested coming up for Father's Day, how much is it?
So that's $99, but it also includes free nationwide shipping. So I'm working with the U.S. Postal Service, and so we'll get that out there and we'll have it out there to your dad, whether he lives in San Jose, San Francisco, or San Antonio. So it'll get there by then.
Okay, and then you also, I like that you also kind of created this smaller little box, and I have one of those here, and so you've got, it's, I wish I could show it, maybe I can't, oh, there it is. So it's a little smaller, but so cute. Also, again, with the sort of balsamic vinegar, people can see that. The chocolate, of course.
Yeah.
And then here you have the rub here. So I like this idea. Why did you decide to sort of make a smaller option for folks?
Yeah, so the original is called the Local Love, and this one's called the Little Love. And so one of the things I sort of I've been seeing when people are asking for a box saying, hey, do you have something maybe at a lower price point that I can give to members of my team? And so I said, that sounds great. So my husband, it works for a tech company. I said, Chris, would this be something that, you would give to members of your team? And he said, absolutely. So it's just a smaller version. As you saw, it has the 3 items. And then it also, everyone gets, again, a gift certificate to come on a tour. But then the person who books, who actually orders all the boxes, they get a gift discount on a private tour later. So you send them a little love now, and you get to enjoy some fun later all together.
Great. And then the price on that one?
Yeah, so that one's $39 with a minimum order of 3. So it's pretty much equal total cost.
But the idea is that you spread the love.
Yeah, you spread the love. And all those boxes, each box of $39 price point, that also includes free nationwide shipping too. So if you have members of your team where you are spread out and everyone's doing Zoom calls, you can send it to everybody, and then hopefully we're all coming back together in the Bay Area and doing something fun.
Yeah. And how has reception been to the boxes? How's business been?
Oh my Oh my gosh, the response for the first shipment has been amazing. So it's actually been so great that I decided not to just do it for holidays. So now you can order on the 15th and 30th of every month. So you can order anytime, but for 15th and 30th for shipment dates, because people are sending them out for birthdays. Or what I love is when I get a note and someone's just sending it because they just want to send a little love to someone else. And so that's really nice too. So to be honest with you, Heather, I think that once this is over, this is going to continue. I don't see this ending. And, this has been really challenging and trying for all of us, but it also has kind of been a blessing in disguise because one, I had this idea for 3 years and I just never had the time to do it. Again, I have a little boy at home. And so having a little bit of quiet time has really allowed me to introduce this. And then it's another nice thing too, of it's another way, I purchase all the items from my tour stops. So it's also giving them some revenue too, to hopefully make up for the lost revenue that they're seeing right now.
Yeah, and because of the boxes, have you been able to keep all of your staff?
Yeah, so we have them working. So unfortunately, I had to take a pause because we're not doing the tours. Unfortunately, because of the PPP regulations in terms of, I think it was you had to have everyone back on staff full time by July. I decided not to apply for that. Fortunately, my tour guides completely understand. They've been with me for 4 years. And so they understood, but I think it's hard as a business owner to figure out what financial assistance works best for your business. Unfortunately, the PPP didn't really work out for us, but they've been fully supportive in this. And in fact, they've actually ordered some, which clearly they're getting a discount, but to send to their friends as well.
So given that, do you think that, it sounds like you're pretty optimistic that you're going to be able to survive and come out on the other end of this?
Yeah, I do. And a lot of that is because of the sales of the Local Love gift boxes. That really has, the response again was truly overwhelming. And, I couldn't have asked for a better launch. And I just think it's just going to continue to grow. I think people are really starting to desire human connection again and getting together. Now, I will say I'm very realistic in terms of what people's comfort level will be like. I'm talking with all of our restaurant and store partners to figure out how will be the best way that they can work my tours in, because clearly the regulations right now, they're going to be at limited capacity. For me to bring in a group for just 15-20 minutes, it might not, make sense. We might have to retool the way the tours work. But I like a challenge. This is what, you do all those years of schooling and, work, and you figure out how to solve problems. And what I love is that this business is really a passion of mine. I love it. It gives me the opportunity to also have a business that I work out of my home so I can be with my son. And I think it also is a powerful message for him to see his mom, running a business and kind of looking a challenge head on and say, okay, how do we get through this? What can we do? And I think he's been, loving the fact that our room is now just filled with boxes. Our house looks a little bit different nowadays, but it's fun and it's uplifting. And I think, hopefully that's a message that, I can give now, but then also the Local Love and the Little Love boxes give to everybody as well, is that, there's love out there and we can just all share it and we'll all get through this.
Okay, so tell folks how they can order one of the boxes. Where do they go?
Sure. So you can just go to localfoodadventures.com and you can click on the gift box link just at the top of the website, and that will take you to a listing of our Local Love gift boxes. So again, the food tour highlights box and the beer and barbecue lovers box, as well as our Little Love gift box. So,
all right, well, Lauren,
they're available for order 15th and 30th of every month.
That's right. You were fantastic. I love your attitude. I love how you've really kind of embraced this and come up with something spectacular. I think the boxes are great. I think they're perfect for Father's Day, especially coming up. So again, thank you so very much. And I love that you highlight Oakland. I love that. Obviously, that's where our studios are. So I love it.
It's the hidden gem of the Bay Area. I love it.
Well, Lauren, thank you again. Really appreciate it and wishing you lots of success.
Thanks, Heather. Appreciate it. Stay well, everybody.
Thank you.